Hey, on the farm, the cold has come back here for the spring. It's about 10 above. So we're going to do an indoor project that we need to get ready for summer anyways. I finally went to Menards and I bought another one of these metal shelving units. 249 bucks on sale. It's worth it, folks. These things are strong and durable, and they're really going to help us in the fruit cellar. So we're going to make some changes in the fruit cellar. So here we are in the fruit cellar. Got some of the produce in here that needs to get us till about June or July. But see these little plastic things that I've got in the corners? I've got 3 of them. What a pieces of junk those are. But I'm putting this in right here. This is what I'm going to put in. This nice, shelving. They didn't have all the same pieces of shelving, so I had to get plywood and the particle type. But I'm taking out all this crap, this wood beam that holds up the center of these plastic Rubbermaid pieces of junk. I actually might be able to save one of them here. We'll see when I get done. But I've had to really reinforce these just to make them last because there's not enough support to them. I probably should have put all metal in at the beginning, but hey, this shelving isn't cheap, folks. It costs money. You got to sell chickens and eggs and birds and goats to get the extra cash flow for it. So we're gonna do it today. I got this one set up in here. My daughter's helped me. It's 6 foot long, and I'm gonna be putting some blockers on the back. Let me show you over here. So in the back of these, I've got this quarter round, extra quarter round from the farm that I've stuck down on the back and on the sides, just to help give us a boundary so we don't ever push them off the back of this thing. It's easy to do, and then it creates a big flippin' mess. So I cut them to the right length, and I put this 3M Scotch double sticky extreme tape on. Seems to work really, really nice. And then I just stick them to the plywood or the particle board, and I've got kind of a backstop for these shelves. It's nothing grand, but just enough that you can feel it. So you can see here I've got them all done now. This is exactly what I wanted to do a long time ago, and I should have done it a long time ago, is get this set up in and up and running. I'd love to say that my jars are all in one spot, but they're not. Because we haven't had enough room, we've been putting them in Tupperware, totes, or wherever, and even sometimes full. So what I'm going to do is take one of these shelves and just put the jars on it, because when we fill them up next or this summer for the next season, we'll know we have the space for them. And then on the other levels, I'm going to put produce from these stupid Rubbermaid things that keep falling apart because they can't take the weight. And these dumb things say they can take 100 pounds a shelf, but yeah, not without Boeing. So I'm gonna get those over. So first, one we're gonna empty is the pickled beets here, the pickled carrots, then some of our jams and jellies, then our salsa, and then our pickled beans, and get stuff moved over. Now you're gonna see some empty jars again, even on the top. And that's fine, because when we fill those with the jams and the jellies and the salsa and all the canned tomato products, then we'll know we got the space for them. So that was kind of my goal. I wanted to put as many jars on as I could so we could just kind of trade them out as we go through them each year and kind of know our defined space. Had to use all the way down to the floor, but it worked really slick, folks. Up on the top, I've got some seeds and stuff, and I'm going to keep it that way because those are way above my head and it's a little hard for me to reach. But it's great. As you can see here, the room has really come to life. I kept just one of those for empty jars. I kept one that had, I took all 3 and put them together to make it so that there wouldn't be any bowed areas on it. And as you can see, I've got some shelving there open above the potatoes, but that's just because we've eaten those down. It's not that I can use that shelving. So again, you folks, here it is. It's really nice. We've got some labels as to where we want to start on blue tape, so we make sure we use the jars properly. I'd highly recommend putting up good shelving in your fruit cellar, folks. Our fruit cellar is finally up and running here for the spring. We got a couple more months to eat it down before we'll have garden produce. Probably about June or July we'll start filling it again. But we're doing great here, folks, with the produce, and I'm pleased to say at this point my room is in better shape and it's going to function the farm longer and better. Thanks, folks.